Armenia say they have reached a ceasefire agreement to end fighting in the contested Nagorno-Karabakh region. Officials say in 2 days of fighting, nearly 36 people were killed, including 7 children. Protesters are demanding more protection for Armenian Christians in the disputed territory. And we go now to Craig Simonian with the Peace and Reconciliation Network, who is in Yerevan, the capital city of Armenia. Craig, thank you so much for joining us. I know it's really late where you are right now, but can you give us a sense of what it's like on the ground? Has the fighting actually stopped? There have been conflicting reports we're hearing.
Yeah, it's conflicting reports because while there's been a ceasefire, there's the fighting or shooting hasn't in fact ceased. There's shooting all over Artsakh still. Over 200 people have been killed, nearly 400 wounded. But I mean, technically speaking, there is a ceasefire and that there's been agreements, at least some temporary agreements between Azerbaijan and the local Artsakh government.
Craig, can you tell us, what's part of that agreement? Do you know? And who actually brokered the deal?
Essentially, the Azeris started about 24 hours ago, just a bombardment of all the various cities around Artsakh. And within 24 hours, it was very clear to the local people and the local government that they couldn't defend themselves. So they essentially raised the white flag and went to the negotiation table with Azerbaijan. So that's where it has really left. Basically, the initial requirements we're hearing now is the dissolution of the government, a disbandment of Artsakh's small defense, also certain things that they're wanting from Armenia, like opening up our southern corridor so that Turkey and Azerbaijan can have a connection point. So I think we're going to see a lot more demands over the next few days.
Craig, who do you think is benefiting the most from the ceasefire deal, and do you think it's going to stick?
Well, it's going to stick in the sense that there's really nothing Artsakh can do to defend itself. I mean, we're talking not just Azerbaijan, but Turkey as well. So that's NATO's fourth largest army. So there's simply no way Artsakh and Armenia can defend itself at this very point. So it's just a reality that people have to live with. It's a terrible thing to feel so small and not be able to protect your land that you've really had for millennia.
Absolutely. What does this mean for the Christians in the Nagorno-Karabakh region?
Well, I mean, we have a terrible precedent here from 1915, from the genocide where 1.5 million Armenians were killed. But even in another Armenian region on the other side from where Artsakh is, in Nakhchivan, over 10,000 Armenians were killed in a single massacre. There's not a single Armenian in that region now, and it was 70% of the population some time ago. So it's really hard to say what's going to happen to those who stay. Frankly, I think a lot of people don't believe a lot of them will be here a year from now. So it's a really scary time for the people of Artsakh. They either are going to have to leave, or if they stay, it's really iffy whether they're going to survive.
Yeah, it's a really concerning situation. Craig, thank you so much for taking the time for us. We really appreciate it. God bless you, and we're praying for you all over there.
Thanks so much.